back to the last episode of Keen on Australia for the year. It's been an amazing year getting all this information out for you guys to help you with your move and living here in Australia. This episode is going to be a little bit different. We've got someone a little bit special. He's going to answer some questions for the kids that may be a little bit nervous about moving. I know there's a few out there that have been looking at the move and they're a little bit worried about some bits and pieces. So we've asked some of them for their questions and we're going to put them forward to our very special guest. So who else can I announce but one and all, the most famous person this time of year. We've got Santa on the show.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, thank you for having me on the show. It's a real treat to be here on Keen on Australia. And yes, it's been an absolutely magical year so far. Between checking my list twice, getting the reindeer ready, and making sure every toy is just right, the North Pole has been as busy as ever. But you know what? Hearing from kids who are about to start a big adventure, like moving to a new country, is one of my favorite parts of the year. I always tell the elves, there's nothing better than helping children feel excited and brave about new beginnings. So I'm ready for their questions. Let's sprinkle some holiday magic on this move to Australia, shall we?
Well, thank you, Santa. Let's get into some important questions. I've got one here from Tim. He would like to know, do you actually come to Australia?
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, Tim, that's a wonderful question. And the answer is a big yes. Of course I come to Australia. My reindeer and I love visiting your beautiful country. The warm summer weather is a bit different from the chilly North Pole, but that just makes it even more special. When I fly over Australia, I see the sparkling beaches, the outback, and the twinkling lights of your towns and cities. It's magical. I make sure to pack my lightest coat because, let's face it, even Santa can get a little toasty down under. And don't worry, Tim, no matter where you move in Australia, I'll find you. I've been doing this for a long time, and my sleigh is very good at tracking all the boys and girls.
And Ben, he's asked me, he would like to know, are we still going to get all the holidays we get in Australia? Will we have holidays?
Oh, Ben, absolutely you will. Australia is full of wonderful holidays to enjoy, and I think you'll love them just as much as the ones you're used to. Of course, there's Christmas, which I think is the best holiday of all, wink wink. But Australia has so much more to offer. You'll get to celebrate unique holidays like Australia Day in January, which is full of barbecues, beach fun, and fireworks. And don't forget Easter. It's always fun no matter where you are. Plus, there are school holidays throughout the year to give you time to relax, explore, and maybe even have some adventures with your new friends. The seasons might feel a little different, though. Christmas in Australia is during summer, so instead of snow, you might find yourself at the beach or enjoying a backyard picnic. Wherever you go, you'll still have plenty of special days to celebrate. And I'll make sure to bring some extra magic to all of them.
So this one's from Sarah, and she's just a little bit nervous about starting her new school. Have you got any tips, Santa, that might be able to help her out with starting a new school?
Oh, Sarah, it's perfectly normal to feel a little nervous about starting a new school. It's a big adventure after all. But don't you worry, I've got some tips to help you feel a little braver and more excited. First, remember that everyone was new at some point, even your teachers and classmates. They'll understand how you're feeling and will want to help you settle in. A friendly smile goes a long way, just like the magic of Christmas spirit. Kindness is something everyone appreciates. Second, if you're feeling shy, try starting small. Maybe ask a classmate about their favorite game or what they like to do after school. And you'll find that kids in Australia are just as curious about you as you are about them. And you might discover you have a lot in common. And here's a special Santa tip. Think of your first day as a chance to share a bit of your old home with your new friends. Maybe tell them about a tradition or a favorite thing from where you used to live. Kids love to learn about new things. It's like unwrapping a present. Lastly, remember that being nervous just means you care, and that's a wonderful thing. I know you're going to do great, Sarah. Believe in yourself, and soon enough your new school will feel just like home.
This one's from Mark. He's a little bit nervous that he's not going to be able to carry on and get to keep playing his favourite sports. Will they have all the sports clubs and events and other activities he wants to play here in Australia?
Oh, Mark, I understand how important it is to keep playing the sports you love. It's such a fun way to stay active, make friends, and have lots of fun. And let me tell you, Australia is absolutely a country that loves sports. Most of the sports you enjoy are probably played in Australia too, and they take their sports very seriously down there. Whether it's soccer, rugby, basketball, tennis, or swimming, you'll likely find a club or team to join. And if you love cricket, well, you're in for a treat. It's one of the biggest sports in Australia. Even if your favorite sport isn't as popular, don't worry. Lots of schools and communities have clubs for all kinds of activities, and Australians are always happy to welcome someone who's passionate about a sport. Plus, you might even get to try a new game like Aussie Rules football or surf lifesaving. It could be your next favorite. So, Mark, pack your gear and get ready to dive right in. I know you'll find plenty of ways to keep playing, having fun, and making memories.
Thank you, Santa, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. We know your schedule's very busy this time of year, and making some time to come on our show and tell all the kids how good their move's going to be and enjoy their new country is so appreciated. I hope you have the best speedy travel around the world doing your present deliveries this year, and we can't wait to see you again soon.
Why, thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been an absolute joy to chat with you and your wonderful listeners. Moving to a new country is a big adventure, but I just know that all the kids out there are going to make the most of it and have a magical time discovering their new home. And don't you worry. My sleigh and reindeer are tuned up and ready for another whirlwind trip around the globe. I'll be sure to deliver extra joy and cheer to all the kids moving to Australia this year. They deserve it. Thank you for the warm wishes, and I hope everyone listening has a truly fantastic holiday season. Remember, wherever you are, Santa will always find you. Take care, enjoy your new adventures, and keep that holiday spirit alive all year round. Ho, ho, ho! Up and away we go! Now Dasher, now Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, off to spread joy and cheer to all. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Well, that brings us to the end of 2024. It's been an amazing year. I'd like to thank you all for listening from the show. If you have anything you'd like to know next year about moving to Australia, reach out to us on one of our many platforms and ask the questions. It's the questions you ask that will decide on what guests we get on the show to get the information you need to help you with your move. Any question you have, feel free to reach out anytime. Otherwise, everyone enjoy a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you all again in 2025.